What's going on, my beautiful Jam Squad? So, it's been a little bit since the last Attack on Titan, I guess, video. I first talked about it when it was announced at Gamescom. Then they showed us our first gameplay glimpse of it, and I decided to upload that. But other than that, there hasn't been a whole bunch of exciting news about it. They've just been showing us more gameplay, blah blah blah. It wasn't anything too dramatic. That's why I didn't feel it bother uploading it. But there's two little things that I've seen. This one of them happened the 9th day they showed us, and another one was just yesterday, the 10th. So they finally gave us like some nice solid Vita gameplay. I remember they had off-screen gameplay showing a couple weeks ago, but this one is actual direct feed capture Vita gameplay and PS3 gameplay. But I don't even believe PS3 version is coming to the US, so it doesn't even matter. But yeah, they finally show us some direct feed capture Vita gameplay of Attack on Titan, so we get to see how it compares to the PS4 version. And I will have both of them on screen so you guys can see that and you guys can compare. You can easily tell it's the Vita version, you know what I mean? Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying it looks bad or anything. I'm just saying that you can tell of comparing it to PS4 version how much it was downscaled. But it still looks very nice. You still have the whole open world gameplay. The mechanics are still all the same, it seems. Nothing else was downgraded other than the graphics, which of course makes sense. You can't expect a handheld of, I don't know, I want to say Vita is last generation, but it's in the middle. That's a problem. Vita was like in the middle of the generation of PS3 and PS4. But I feel as if it's more of the PS3's generation, and so you can't expect to have PS4 graphics like that. So but it still looks very, very nice. Even comparing it to PS3 version, the only thing I would say is a little bit more detailed textures, and I would say that the motion blur is there, but it's not too far off from the PS3 version gameplay, or PS3 version graphics. So that's good to know. Whenever you compare the Vita to PS3, it's always not too unfair, But then PS4 is a whole nother story. But so they also hit us with the news that online multiplayer will be added. So it's not going to come out on release, but they're going to add a update. Where does it say? On March 24th? Yeah, March 24th. I think that's when they're saying that they're going to add the 4-person co-op. Or maybe I don't know if they're saying that's I don't know, whatever. Either way, they're adding this. It's gonna be a free update that they're gonna do where it gives you the co-op, 4-player co-op, and this is for every single version. Every single version will have 4-player co-op, which is good to hear because sometimes they do like to cut the Vita version short. But I feel as if a game like this might add some lag issues for the Vita version. But we'll see how it's handled. But yeah, so that's good to know that they're gonna add that, because something like Dragon Quest Builders that I've been looking at, it's tragic that it's not gonna have multiplayer, because that is a perfect game to have multiplayer. Perfect, but it won't. So it's tragic, but at least this one does. And also, they're gonna be adding DLCs. I'll put the link of this article in the description, because it's showing there's gonna be like new DLC each week. For 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 weeks, they're gonna add DLC each week. It's looking like, yeah, March 24th is the time that they're gonna be adding in the co-op. But I believe I didn't even get to say this. I believe that us in the US, we're not gonna see the game without co-op. Obviously, we're gonna get the game whenever all these DLCs are added in already, and we're gonna get the game with with everything ready to go. And it might be for one price. We'll see what they do. But yeah, so we'll get the game with co-op, so there's nothing to worry about there. But yeah, other than that, that's basically everything. Attack on Titan, it's looking very good. There's a lot of gameplay on YouTube nowadays if you want to see more of it. So if you do want to still see some more and try to make up your mind, you can go ahead and do that. But I think it's looking good. I think it's looking pretty fun. I think I'm gonna get it. Depending how game releases are at the time that it is released, we'll see what happens. But I think I'm feeling it's gonna be a summertime release. With a summertime release, that's a great time because there's not too many games coming out at that time. You know, that might be different this year. Just last year there was no games coming out, so but we'll see. Let me know if you guys are gonna get it and which version you're gonna get. By then my Vita memory card, I should have a new one, so I should have a working Vita. So we'll see what version I get. But other than that, I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.